Look at this. Millions of people across the country marching as we speak against the policies of President Trump. This is Boston. Look at that.
Hello. This is the Dollemore Daily. My name is Garrison Hayes, guest host, filling in for Jesse Dollemore while he is away in Japan. On Saturday, millions of Americans took to the streets to peacefully protest Donald Trump and show their displeasure for his administration. There were huge crowds full of joy and singing and First Amendment expressions, which is what America is all about, I'd say. You had people of all ages, all stripes, all walks of life. You know, the leftists and the moderates and the Democrats and even a few traditional Republicans all showed up for the No King's Day protests, including this veteran, it's on the screen now, who reported on the horrors of the concentration camps during World War II, a true hero who knows what it means to fight against fascists and tyrants. But this is how President Donald J. Trump described him and millions of others.
Over the weekend, the No King's protests.
I think it's a joke. I looked at the people. They're not representative of this country. And I looked at all the brand new signs paid for, I guess it was paid for by Soros and other radical left lunatics. It looks like it was. We're checking it out. The demonstrations were very small, very ineffective, and the people were whacked out. When you look at those people, those are not representative of the people of our country.
Mr. President, besides San Francisco...
And by the way, I'm not a king. I'm not a king. I work my ass off to make our country great. That's all it is. I'm not a king at all.
What's crazy about that whole thing with Donald Trump is that this isn't even the worst thing that he did this weekend. In a disgusting, classless, low-life move, the President of the United States of America posted an AI video of himself desecrating the citizens of this country. Watch this.
I think it's a joke. I looked at the people. They're not representative of this country. And I looked at all the brand new signs paid for, I guess it was paid for by Soros and other radical left lunatics. It looks like it was. We're checking it out. The demonstrations were very small, very ineffective.
The president's big answer to millions of people peacefully protesting, saying no kings, was to post an AI fantasy of himself flying over a crowd and strafing the citizens of this country with feces from a jet that literally says King Trump. The metaphor, it's almost too on the nose. It tells you everything you need to know about this man and the people who have sold their souls, it seems, to make excuses for his every move. This is inexcusable. This is one of those things where our news cycle is so fast and it just turns over so quickly that we are going to completely forget about this in about 5 days, maybe sooner. It may be that I'm reminding you that this happened with this video here on Monday. It may be that you're seeing this now and you're like, oh yeah, that did happen. When was that again? Was that a couple months ago? No. It was Saturday. The news moves so quickly that we are going to eventually move on from this. But in a normal time, with a normal person leading our country, this would be an unpardonable offense. How can you lead a country, these United States of America, as they are called, as some preachers say, these yet to be United States of America? Shout out to Freddie Haynes. How can you lead this country and do something that despicable? You have the head of state dumping bowels on the people he's been elected to serve. Nothing says, I hate America, like fantasizing about literally defecating on your fellow countrymen, including, as you see on the screen, the very popular online creator, Harry Sisson, a very vocal young critic of Trump and the Republican Party. I actually think it's worth reminding you of how these people were describing the No Kings protests, the days leading up to them, just before they happened. Watch this clip.
Now, tomorrow, the Democrat leaders are going to join for a big party out on the National Mall. They're going to descend on our Capitol for their much-anticipated so-called No Kings rally. We refer to it by its more accurate description, the Hate America rally, okay? And I'm not sure how anybody can refute that. If you think about what's going to happen here tomorrow, you're going to bring together the Marxists, the socialists, the Antifa advocates, the anarchists, and the pro-Hamas wing of the far-left Democrat Party. That is the modern Democratic Party. That's where they've gone. And the Hate America rally is the common theme among all those groups.
Speaker of the House Mike Johnson says these are the Marxists and the anarchists and the socialists and the Antifa advocates, the people who, quote unquote, hate America. Because nothing speaks to the confidence that you have that you are on the right side of the issues, like smearing millions of your own citizens for using their First Amendment rights. These are the people who seem to really hate America. If we're just being very honest, it seems like these people actually kind of hate America. They hate our freedoms. They hate our laws. It seems that they hate our diversity. It seems that they hate our values. They hate that we are a democracy. They hate decorum, it seems, and I just don't understand it. If people like Trump and Speaker Johnson hate it here so much, why don't they just leave? If they want to live in a fascist country, why don't they just go to one of the other places that at the very least doesn't pretend to be something else? I want you to take a listen to the conversation that my colleague Anna over at Mother Jones had with a protester at the No Kings rally in San Francisco. I think they really hit the nail on the head and kind of perfectly captured why so many people took to the streets on Saturday and declared, "No Kings." Watch this.
I mean, we are Antifa. It's anti-fascist, Antifa, you know? I don't believe in fascism. We fought fascism years ago and we're gonna fight it again. So I work in a drag bar, and actually a couple of the members of the community have been taken by ICE. It's literally friends and family and stuff like that that are being like taken from us. And they're not criminals or anything like that. They're incredible, wonderful people. I can't stand to see like the hatred of different communities and stuff like that. It's not right, you know? America has always been diverse.
Well said. Well said. Okay, I think I'm going to call it there. My name is Garrison Hayes. I am guest hosting here for Jesse Dollemore here at the Dollemore Daily while he's away on vacation in Japan. I hope he is enjoying himself, him and Brittany Page. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel if you aren't already. And listen, I'd love it if you came over to subscribe to my channel. I'm getting really, really close to 150,000 subscribers, which is kind of a big milestone. So if you could come over and help me kind of get over that hump, I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you follow Jesse on all platforms at Dollemore. That's on Blue Sky and on Threads and on X or Twitter, on Facebook, on everything, Instagram, TikTok. Go give him a follow. And while you're at it, I'm on those platforms as well. You can find a link to my pages by going down to my channel and clicking the link in the bio. But yes, I'll see you over there. Listen, this is fun. I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, peace.